What I like to do is get it nice and layered like that, and then you're ready for the cheese whiz, which is real nice because it's microwavable these days. And here, you pour it on a nice circular pattern like that. You want it to look good as well as taste good. Then you're ready for the pepperoni sticks. Just a few small slices. Put it on in a star fashion, just like this. Doesn't that look great? It's ready to eat, and then it's time for a little smoke.
Great chefs of Tukwila will not be seen tonight, so that we may bring you the following episode of Almost Live.
It's Almost Live! Steve Wilson and Ed Wyatt, and starring John Keeler Fellows, Ralph and Daryl. Now, Ralph, you're the guy who says the John part each week, is that correct?
That's right.
And then, Daryl, you do the low keister part. Yes. Well, we sure enjoy your work, fellas, both of you.
Thanks.
And now, here he is.
John.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, it's been a very exciting week full of sex. We saw these stories. You may have seen. Oh, good. It's exactly what I mean. We've got some grads here, some students probably. You may have seen this week that the police said that the fraternities at the University of Washington, they can get. It happened. It's happened before. You know. See, you know. These guys know. Some frat brothers right up there. They know. The other big news out of the UW this week, I love this. This is great. The faculty has voted on a new relationship policy. You probably read about this on Thursday. Yeah, right. Yeah. On Thursday, same guys. On Thursday, the professors passed a resolution that if a faculty member becomes involved in a romantic or a sexual relationship with a student, they can't take that into account when they grade the student. Yeah, that seems really likely to me. Oh, babe, you were great. By the way, you flunked history. Yeah. You know, the Graduate Students Association was very critical. They said that the faculty code should prohibit any sexual relationships between professors and students. And the administration said that's impossible. If they did that, they'd never get anybody to teach English. You know, because what's the point? Anyway. Let's face it, you know, want to wear those funny hats for 30 years. Anyway. But they did add several new provisions to the official... new positions. That's true. They added several new provisions to the official course. All right, class syllabus should not include scheduled days off for teachers in case they get lucky. That's right out. Also, the English department must share. Hopefully, the police will make some headway against all that trouble at the fraternities. If not, they might want to call on the modern answer. Almost Live's crime fighter of the future. Stand by for Jet Guy.
It's Jet Guy, action hero who flies free of the bounds of gravity. Jet Guy. He's insurance actuary Guy Morris, who fights for truth and justice with a jet and a jacket. Fly with him now as he lives the adventures of Jet Guy. Last week on Jet Guy, the early years. Porter Ray.
This is terrible.
What's that, Guy?
They're tearing the old music hall down today.
That's too bad. Take a look at this. I have something new.
Here we have a special grid map of the city. Now, when a crime is committed, you find that location on the map and type those grid coordinates into this special keypad. You'll be transported there immediately.
Right.
So, for example, suppose you typed in, 069190. Well, you see, at that point, you'd be transported to that location. What do you think, Jet Guy?
Hey, someone's robbing the bank.
You better call 911.
Why? Where's Jet Guy?
I'm not sure. Oh, no.
Okay, Richard, let her go.
It works. But where am I?
Jet Guy.
All right, stay Stay with us. We've got a great show, and we'll be right back.
Every night is karaoke night at Bill Dugan's Flame Restaurant. Monday is white people doing Public Enemy Night.
Fight the power. Fight it. Fight the power. Boy, fight the power that be. Fresh. Fight the power. Boy, word. Fight the power. Word up.
And every Tuesday is Bad BG Night.
Goodness, he is
It's all happening in the Tiki Room at Bill Dugan's Flame Restaurant, where you can get a steak as big as your head. And now, karaoke, too.
So I told her, hey, drop that zero and get with the hero, you know? Hey, isn't she a little slice of heaven? You know, hey, if I told you you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? Huh? Listen, hon, I'm a little short. Can I get another 5 here?
Oh,
Another
sure,
5?
sure. He's so funny. Well, what do you think? Isn't he cute?
Connie, he's a jerk.
Oh, I know he's kind of boyish and playful, but...
While you were in the bathroom, he asked me for a date in front of Bob.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Not again. Why does this keep happening to me?
I used to date creeps all the time, too, until I tried Jerkaderm.
Jerkaderm? Oh, the patch.
Jerkaderm is a painless skin patch that's been clinically proven to reduce the craving for relationships with attractive, yet rotten men. Jerks. Here's how it works. In a typical female, sensory input from the jerk enters from the eyes and the ears, bypassing the brain function entirely. It then passes through the libido and exits through the mouth in the form of an affirmative answer to any question. The Jerkaderm patch releases a chemical which activates the brain's own natural jerk defense mechanism, allowing the female to make a more appropriate response to the situation.
Hey, baby. Say, are you a model? Those eyes are incredible. Can I buy you?
I've been a suburban rebel for 3 years, starting with the time I got a Jetta for my 16th birthday and spray painted Sonic Youth all over it, right up to yesterday when I got this awesome tattoo.
Oh, cool.
Thanks. Before we start the show, as always, I'd like to repeat the Suburban Rebels Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to do my best to piss off any adult body. I swear not to feel guilty about the fact that even though I'm a rebel, my parents gave me a Visa Gold in my own name, a cell phone, and my own entrance to the house. And I pledge that no matter how bad things get, I'll never drink really cheap beer. Thanks for last week's tip on turning back the odometer on a BMW. That saved me from a massive grounding. Now I've got a different problem. I started dating this really cool guy named Lars that I met at the Soundgarden show, but my parents don't like him, even though he's been clean for a week. They say if I don't quit seeing him, I can't go on the senior trip to Cancun. What can I do to really piss off my parents? That's a great question, Siobhan. So as usual, I'll turn it over to Heather, our piss them off expert.
Thanks, Ann. Babe, you've got a classic problem that demands a classic suburban rebel solution. I recommend a 5-step attack program guaranteed to totally piss your parents off. Step 1, make sure they know you're upset. Start with a comment like, "You hypocrites, I'm sick of your middle-class idea of morality, bro." Step 4, hide in your room and play Tracy Chapman really loud. And then just come out at dinner time, but don't say a word and only eat like raspberry frozen yogurt. And step 5, get one of these diary books and leave it open in a conspicuous place. It should include entries of things like, "I just don't know if I can go on. we were all tripping pretty bad. And then Lance took off all my clothes. You know, if this stuff doesn't get the reaction you want, it's time to take the ultimate step, which is running away. For advice on this drastic measure, let's go to the running away expert, Justin.
Thanks, Heather. Okay, you guys, running away is not something you just go off and do. It takes a lot of planning, and there are some rules you need to follow. Okay. For one thing, you should always run away with a member of the opposite sex, right? I mean, that's common sense. And you should always do it in a good car that has a good PC. I mean, there's no sense in running away to someplace like Chehalis. Remember, at first your parents think they can handle the whole thing themselves because they don't want their neighbors to immediately. You do not want to spend any time at all in juvie, okay? All right, back to you, Ian.
That's great advice. That's really great advice. Hey, next week we'll talk about how to make a scene at a big family get-together.
Studio amplification for almost free hit the high note night.
When you came away, the only one you
When a man loves a woman.
Pardon me there. Excuse me. Kid, what are you doing?
I'm just finishing my report on Watergate. Want to hear it?
Sure, why not?
So in conclusion, Watergate was a conspiracy masterminded by Nixon, the FBI, the CIA, the Pentagon, and several members of the Osmond family.
That's quite a theory. What are your sources?
I got it all right here. From Oliver Stone's World Book Encyclopedia. It's a multi-volume documentary of Mr. Stone's version of the world we live in.
That must make for some lively history reports.
Oh, it's not just history. And I did a report on rainbows.
Oh, of course.
Oliver thinks they're an elaborate scientific hoax devised by politicians to distract us from government corruption.
That's getting a little far out there now, isn't
Hey,
it?
shouldn't you be putting that 1/8...
Here.
Where?
Right here.
What?
There. I have been wanting to do that for a long time. Anyway, call the number on your screen to order Oliver Stone's World Book Encyclopedia.
Emergency phone number to eliminate unnecessary calls to 911. They've also added a 1-900 number if you want to talk to a cop who isn't wearing any pants. In a related story, Congressman Al Swift has introduced a bill. Presidential candidate Jerry Brown says that the whole U.S. political system is rotten. As an example, Brown said it's a sad day in America when the people won't elect a qualified ex-hippie lunatic. While firearms in schools is being opposed by the gun lobby. In an astounding concession, however, the gun lobby did suggest that as a courtesy, guns brought into the library should be equipped with silencers. An article in the PI says that 1 out of 5 Microsoft employees is a millionaire. The article also says that 4 out of 5 Microsoft employees are bitter and jealous. In an attempt to boost ratings, Como News has teamed up newlyweds Carrie Brock and John Siegenthaler to co-anchor the weekend news. On their first night, Siegenthaler had to read most of the news himself when Brock announced at the top of the newscast that she had a headache and then rolled over and fell asleep. Finally, rock singer Sinead O'Connor is growing her hair back. When asked why, O'Connor said she was tired of people stopping her on the street by shouting, "Hey, Keister, what's Ross doing?" This has been the John Report. Thank you, and we'll be right back.
If you want karaoke, come on down to Bill Dugan's Flame Restaurant. Thursday is the Big Bob Dylan Teen Competition. $100 to the winner. And this Sunday only, Yoko Mania. Bill Dugan's Flame Restaurant, home of the Tequila Pump. And now, karaoke too.